Hello beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. Today is Wednesday, the 6th of October, and we are going in a new moon in Libra. Thank you so much for being here as always. I appreciate you so very much. On the 10th, I'm doing my first live stream. It's going to be a Q&A of sorts. In other words, if you have any questions relating to your spiritual path, something that you would like to do, you have a chance to win one of my great gratitude journals that I post every month. I post a different picture every month. You have the one that can be for yearly, and I also have the monthly one. Okay, so you have the two different formats. If you want one new one every month, this one has 35 pages. They're very simple. There's nothing remotely complicated about these. Every day you have a page that you can fill out with something that you're grateful for. The reason I do this, not only to showcase my beautiful artwork instead of keeping it on SD cards where nobody will ever see them. I used to make them into memes, but I have stopped doing that a long time ago when I was busy at work and just had no time. This way too, I like spreading the joy, the beautiful beauty I see through the eye, my mind's eye, when I look through the lens, and sharing it with you. Thank you so much, Pisces, for being here. If you post a question below, I may be able to pick from one of your questions. Regardless if I pick it or not, I'm going to put you into the draw for the beautiful gratitude journal. I'm going to be coming live the 10th and the 24th of October. So please don't be shy. Write down your questions. Like I said, it's not readings. So it's personal spiritual questions that you would like to ask, like Spirit regarding awakenings and how to, empower you in your spiritual path, that kind of stuff. Questions you may want to ask them. And yeah, I'll come in. You want to ask me questions as well about my own personal path. That's wonderful. I will be able to help you. We're going to start out slow and we're going to see where it goes, okay? It will be for an hour between 11:30 and 12:30 Eastern Time on the 10th. That's Sunday, the 10th of October. All right, so we're going to look at this beautiful new moon energy, see what it has to say today. You have Soul Giraffe, and you will only see the way by making the way. I love this. You only see the way by making the way, and it's number 38. 1111's been coming out a lot these days. There's a lot of angel energy coming your way. They really want you to make your way in this world. What I'm getting a lot of from this card, you only see the way by making your way, is they're telling me that some of you are going to be afraid to do the wrong thing. What makes me better than anybody else? And it's not about being better than anybody else. It's about knowing your way. Such as what I'm going to do on the 10th with you. I'm going to share my personal journey with you and your questions, and I'll tell you what it's been like for me. Okay? It doesn't make me a master or better than anybody else. It makes me here to share with you some things that happened to me, and the stuff that I'll be talking about, you may find common ground. That happened to me a lot when things started happening to me. I was listening to other people's journeys and stories and went, hey, that happened to me too. Okay? And then as you are doing now, when I decided to do tarot here, I thought, what makes me better than anybody? What makes me so special that I can give empowerment and advice to anybody? I'm just a simple human being. And you know the answer of what they said is just start. Just begin. Just take the first steps. Just keep going. We're not asking you to be perfect or specialist in anything. We want you to be you. So you will only see the way by making the way. So sometimes you're afraid that you're not going to see all the steps forward, Pisces, and that is not important. The important part is to start taking the steps forward towards your goal, towards what you want. Don't feel like you're leading anybody astray. If you're listening to your guides and you're listening to your inner your inner wisdom, your inner compass, you're going to know where you're going and how you're going to get there. You have the soul giraffe. The soul giraffe, right away, what is a giraffe? Very, very tall. Okay? You have ability to see far, far ahead. You see the purple? How the purple? I've got a lot of purple here. This is saying that you're functioning at a very high level. You can see things from a higher point of view. There's another deck, I think it's in the Wisdom Oracle, where they're up in a balloon. So you're getting like, and they have a long view telescope. This is saying the same thing. You're up there. You're up there that you can see things at a great vantage or a great viewpoint. Spirit has a lot of faith in your abilities to move forward here and do what is right. Look, they're telling you what they told me with this card right here. You may be feeling like, what makes me so much better that I can give advice to you? And they say, if you have to worry about it, you're doing the right thing. People who corrupt people rarely stop to ask themselves if they're doing the right thing. So put yourself in your shoes. You're a moral person. You want to help somebody. You want to help lead them and empower themselves. I never wanted to be a channel where I told you that you're going to meet the love of your life or you're going to win a fortune. I didn't want to be a fortune teller. And I knew this coming in. But I was afraid to begin because I didn't know what kind of channel I wanted to bring forth. And that stopped me for quite a while. Spirit said, go forward. Do it your way. Do it the way that you feel. You're not going to be leading anybody astray. The reason I didn't want to do that kind of a channel, because there are many of you watching. I cannot be predicting for 50,000 people the very same thing. You all have your individual journeys. I can help you, empower you, work with energies so that you can have a better path. But ultimately, the only way I could do a personal reading is if I was doing a personal reading. So there you go, Pisces. That is the message for that here. And also why I do the channel the way that I do. Why so many of you tell me that you resonate. Because I'm dealing in... I hate the word general because it sounds like, you know, you're talking in general. I do hope that a lot of you resonate. It has been built this way by my guides and myself so that we can impact as many people on a very deep spiritual level, so that a lot of people can resonate with that energy and move forward and empower themselves in the way that they do things. It is the only way that I would be willing to do it, because I would never want to hurt anybody. I want people to be stronger within themselves when they leave here. And I feel that most of the time, I can't guarantee, there are no guarantees in life, but most of the time, this is what happens here. And I'm very grateful for that. If you guys can accomplish greatness and have infinite success, I find that that makes my soul sing and makes me tremendously happy to be part of that journey. Absolutely. Absolutely. Then I know I'm doing the right thing within my soul. But you see, that's what Spirit said. If I didn't care, I wouldn't have questioned myself. I just simply would have done it. I would have been a gypsy fortune teller. Okay? selling you, what are they? The curse protectors or the curse breakers. I'm sorry, I just, in this day and age, it's not funny. I know some people do it, and it's really not, yeah, fortune, the Wheel of Fortune. Of course, Spirit, you know, this is why I say that I'm so grateful for Spirit energy. When I am talking with Spirit, they speak with me. Okay, I was talking about fortune tellers, and the Fortune Wheel of Fortune card comes out. This happens all the time. It's because they are adding to the conversation with these cards. So that's always what I feel. I feel that these cards are their voice. On top of me being their voice. They're just like, they're at the table. If you know, if you get my gist. Anyway, so you have the Wheel of Fortune that's also cycles in life. Your cycle is to be where you are now. Sometimes you're in the dark, sometimes you're in the light. I like both of these. I really like it. Okay? I love this Wheel of Fortune card in this deck because it shows perfect balance in everything that happens in life. Sometimes you feel like you know a lot, and sometimes you feel like you know less. But I also feel that it is the darkness and the light. I was talking about this yesterday. It's the pendulum swinging one way or the other. They're showing me war and peace, and while war is never good, I do understand that, and my whole being doesn't feel that war. The answer is somewhere in between. It's not killing people, it's not making war, but it's not being passive to the point of getting nothing done. We are on a human world. Even nature doesn't work this way. There are things that happen. There are storms that come in and they cause devastation. But in their devastation, something beautiful happens. A renewal, a phoenix rising from the ashes. So there's always a meaning or a reason for things. But to go forward and do it purposely without any meaning to it is a different thing. There are nuances. So there's a balance between the dark and the light. And that is something we need to really study here. We need to take the evil stuff out of it and the good and the bad out of it and see it as lessons. And I'm not talking about people who go out of their way to hurt you. That's generally just not nice. It's not kindness. And that needs to be called out. If anything, it is what it is. You wouldn't call a tornado just a bad storm, okay? You need to call it what it is. If it's a tornado, it's a tornado. So that's how you don't ignore the situation, but it's also the way that you name it, see it, and then either find a solution or walk away from it. Absolutely, there are things that don't need to be tolerated, especially by you. There's a lot of things we tolerate, big and small, that causes a lot of damage. All I'm saying is it's not all black and white. There are definitely shades of gray. Judgment, right. I love the Judgment card. Right now they're telling me that they're looking at the reflection. The swan looks at its reflection in the water. But the reflection rarely has the true image of, especially in this case, if the water's a little bit murky or the water's a little bit turbulent. You're looking at yourself, but you're not seeing the true reflection of what is there. So what you have to do is take it with a grain of salt. Change what you can, review constantly, and release what's no longer needed. That is definitely the whole point of the Judgment card. You're at a higher viewpoint with this soul giraffe, seeing things from a broader view. So you can see things and grasp them in not a better way, but maybe faster. You can spot things maybe a little quicker. You have more of a bird's eye view, but more of a way of defining it. Not quite as defined as people see it. Not quite as black and white. You may see the black first, but then you'll look at the white and go, yeah, but there's a little white there somewhere. Okay? So that's how you get in the middle of it. That's how you can get into that cycle, into that wheel of fortune. Okay? You will only see the way by making the way. The King of Cups. You came out yesterday too. Control. What's really important is having a good control over your emotions. I like the word control as well because we're going into the Libra new moon, and I find that there's wonderful, Libra is balance. It's a Justice card. It's the balance between the two. They're showing me there is a scale, and while the scale has two sides, let's say the black and the white, when they're evened out, there's that middle, that's that balance. It's the middle part that's important, the one that balances out both. You need both sides to have the middle, and that's what they keep showing me here. There's a lot they're putting through about this equal parts of everything you're going to be looking at when people come see you. Whether they believe in you or believe in the awakening of the planet and the ascension of everything, there's going to be a lot that comes in, good, bad, ugly, happy, sad, and your superpower here is to be able to see it with great judgment, okay? With wonderful judgment. And I know the word control, for me, control is always an illusion, but I think it speaks more in the vein of just knowing who you are. Being able to not shift into these high emotional highs and lows that some people have. You have the Ace of Cups, right? To see everything as a renewable energy. And there's that reflection again, Pisces. There's something with reflection, and I'm seeing the Moon card again. I feel the Moon as a reflection of the Sun. We are the Moon. That is our card for Pisces, the Moon. The message I'm getting as well is the people who come in who are not on board right away, when they do come back to you and start saying stuff, remember that part of those feelings or part of those questions are dealt out of fear, out of being in the darkness. Again, they're showing me the darkness and the light. You know those comments that people give you that are ignorant? It comes from a dark place. You have to show them the light so that they can find the middle. There's a lot here about you being high, you being the light, showing them the light out of the darkness. So very much showing them the reflection that they're seeing may be an illusion. There's a lot of this coming through. Let go of the old, go into the new. That Hierophant card. That's a double card from yesterday too. The King of Cups and the Hierophant. You have to be the stability in the murky waters with this King of Cups. You have to be the one who knows, the teacher and the student all at once. You've been the student. You're showing the light. You're leading by example. The Six of Cups, yeah. You have to show some people where to go to release these fears. Remember when we did all that root chakra? We went into back when we were younger, all that stuff that was conditioned in us. This is going to come back. We also have to show them the way back to a happier time, a place where they were connected to spirit. I can't make this up. Yeah, I can't make this up. I cannot make this up. Okay, so yes, it's all about getting in touch with the illusions that people have built over the years. You're going to be shining a big, fat, bright light into all those little dark corners. Some people may lash out because that's scary. It's scary sometimes when you're helping people. The Spirit is also telling me this is, if you haven't done this work already as Pisces and you're watching this, it's time for you to shine that light in those corners for you as well. Also read something this morning about you may think you're done clearing, but once in a while it'll take you by surprise. You'll find a dust bunny in a corner, in a dark corner that you missed. Don't be discouraged by that. Life is all about that. Life is all about learning and moving forward. You're never going to be done improving on yourself. You're never going to get it. And in that way, that will always make you the student, always make you learn new things, always make you move forward. And that is the magic of here. Because this is the spice of life. This is what makes you continue on your journey here, right up till the end. Okay? It's never going to be over. And you shouldn't feel bad about it. You should feel excited and challenged by it. That you will always have something new to learn, always something new to look at, always somebody you can help or empower. Thank you, Pisces, for your time. I appreciate you. I will come back and do the extended later on this reading. I do twice a day, 9:45 a.m., 9:45 p.m., if that interests you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe notification bell to all. Take care, Pisces. I will see you later. Light, love, and blessings to you.